Right, so yesterday I went out and did oxalic acid treatments on all my hives, the reason why is because it's warm right now, and so the cluster's loosened up a little bit, and I figure the vapor will get through, and so it's a good time to do a treatment. It's mid-December, but also because I have two dead hives. And one of them I had already determined that there were mites there. So this other hive was dead, and so this is the bees from the first hive. And that one, when I did a mite check, there were 14, I believe, mites in the half a cup of bees. And a half a cup of bees is roughly 300 bees. And so then you take that and you divide it by 3, and you get the percentage of mite infestation. And it was, I can't do math off the top of my head, but I think it was like close to 5%, which is enough. So this is the bees from the other hive that died, and these you can see is significantly more bees. Certainly enough biomass here to for them to stay warm. I would be shocked if they died from cold. And that hive had good ventilation, and it had a quilt top, and so there's very unlikely that moisture killed them. Here we're going to do a mite check on these. So again. And this is also the contents of the bottom board underneath the screen board, whereas this other group was just the bees scraped off of the screen board, but not the material that had fallen through to the bottom board. This is everything. And so I'm going to take a good half a cup of them, and we're going to put it in the jar. Get them all in there. And then we've got the screen lid. So that's basically 2 lids that are taped together with duct tape and put some screen material in between. And then we have the alcohol, and this is half alcohol and half water. And screw that together, and then we just get the water, really mix it up good. And then down into the container. Now there's a lot of debris and bee bits in here. But we'll see if we see mites. So there is a lot of other debris. I think I see a few mites there. So what I'm going to have to do with this, and I'm going to turn off the camera to do it, is I'm going to have to pour it out on a white cloth so that I can see it better. So we're going to stop the camera. So this is settled. I was just about to pour it out on the cloth, and this is settled. And now that it's settled, I can just see so many mites, I can't even count them. All of these little sort of brownish red dots are mites. And so I'm going to go ahead and pour it out on here. And we can look at this. And like, for instance, that's a mite. 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 I mean, it's just so many, I'm not even going to bother to count. There's a crap load. We will call that an official crap load of mites. So that sort of answers that question.